offered us a off-road vehicle to use during this incident. One of the big people that we forgot to thank yesterday, this Moose Lodge right here at the corner of Kopechek Road and 40. They have been outstanding, giving us anything we've needed, providing us their parking lot. I'm sure that's taken away from their business a little bit, and we really appreciate everything they've done. Commercial Electronics, Falls Township Fire Department, National Trail Fire Department, Zanesville Fire Department, Zimba Brothers, the Red Cross, all these agencies had something to do with this operation. This is one of the best counties in the state for cooperation and collaboration to get things done, and it showed in this incident. I also want to say that we had a lot of food donated. I believe some of the press got some of that food. The rest of that food was donated to Christ's Table, and it helped go to our citizens in Muskingum County. I also want to thank Dr. Joe Booth, who's a veterinarian. He served the Thompsons as a veterinarian. He was here throughout this whole ordeal, standing in the rain, offering support to us and offering advice. Kopechek Road has been open. It will continue to be open. There's been some public records requests about this investigation, as well as previous investigations involving Mr. Thompson. Those are still being compiled. They will be put on discs and will be available on our website tomorrow morning for your viewing. Again, this will be the last press conference. I do want to end by thanking our employees at the Sheriff's Office. Kim Hamble, my Director of Operations, Jeff LeCoq, my Captain, as well as all of our first responders that responded to this crime. This is a terrible situation, very chaotic. To underscore what they did would be, it's just an unbelievable deal for them to get to go through and the job they did. Also want to thank Bo Keck and Christy Howard from our local EMA. Provided this is a trailer we use on all kinds of emergencies or disasters. The job they did of coordinating people and personnel, fielding phone calls, scheduling interviews, total team effort. And you know, you never want to go through these bad situations, but fortunately for us, things did not get any worse from what we had at the property. So I'll open up for questions. Sure. And again, please announce who you're with and ask your question.
Sure.
Yes.
Andrew Welsh-Huggins, I'm with the Associated Press.
Yes, sir.
What can you tell us more about why this happened? Why did Mr. Thompson take this action?
I don't want to speculate on that. You know, obviously, to take your own life, Mr. Thompson was not in the right state of mind, and to speculate on why he did this would be a belittlement, I guess, by me to do that, and I'm not going to do that.
One follow-up question. We had heard that there was an arrangement with your department that should his animals ever get loose in any situation, that it was okay to shoot and kill. Can you confirm that, and do you think that had any role in this?
There's no known agreement that I know of.
Sheriff Dan DeRose with 19 Action News out of Cleveland. Can you talk about the picture that has now gotten out? It's across the world now, this pile of bodies. Shocking for a lot of people to see, but what else should people take away from that picture, and how did that picture get out?
Well, the picture was not released by me. There was no employee of mine that had any authorization to release that photo. I had some requests from several news media to go up to that scene. This was not going to be a mockery. We were not going to make a mockery of that scene. There was no reason in the world for those photos to get out. No reason. When I signed up for this job, I hoped to be able to do multiple terms. So I have a few years to find out who sent that picture in.
Can you talk about the picture, how graphic it is, and maybe it's a message of just how dangerous the situation would have been had they gotten loose?
Well, any type of death is going to be graphic. I don't care if we're talking about the death of an animal, the death of a human being. It's going to be graphic. You know, there's no reason for those pictures to be distributed. You know, I think if you sit back, I don't think people have to see a picture of a dead animal to know how severe this was. Again, we've talked about at length with Jack Hanna here about the types of animals you know, we were dealing with. And I don't think it takes pictures of dead animals to realize that we weren't dealing with just your normal everyday cat for your normal everyday dog. These were 300-pound animals, and they were very dangerous. Back here in the corner.
David Curley from ABC News. You have mentioned it, one of your deputies mentioned it, Jack Hanall talked about Ohio's laws. You said you talked to the governor. Give us a sense of what you heard from the governor, and when do you expect that you will have laws that you can use to prevent something like this from happening again?
Well, I'm not going to put words in the governor's mouth, but from our conversation, I understand that there's a task force already formed. In listening to him and Jack Hanna, they thought they were about 6 weeks away from having some new guidelines, restrictions, laws, whatever you want to call it, to deal with these types of animals. I believe they had a deadline to have it done by the end of the year. And so I really think that, you know, this bad situation, as I said on the phone, every action is going to have a reaction. And hopefully the action that's been taken here has a positive reaction by the end of this year.
And what tools do you want? What do you want to have as your back pocket?
Well, I think not only me, but I think the citizens of the state of Ohio are entitled to have safety precautions in place. That not every person can get these animals. That there has to be some type of inspections and safety features on the places they're being kept. It's a safety issue. And when you're going to keep these types of animals, you have to keep them the right way.
Sheriff, Allison Carville, WC News. Is there any indication that Mr. Thompson did anything to try and provoke the cat to fall?
No, we did not see anything there that would allude to that. No.
Maybe it spread around him.
Um,
You know, like the chicken parts that.
Okay. Yeah. I had a couple questions about that, and again, this is all speculation on our part because we're not knowing what he's thinking. Common knowledge for Mr. Thompson to go out to these cages and throw chicken parts, different whatever he was feeding them into the pens. He would open the pen doors and go in and feed them. On this particular day, we did find a pile in the driveway. We don't know if he decided he was going to let them out, so he's going to feed them together. We don't know. That would be speculation on our part. There was some chicken parts, pieces, bones, the feeding out in the driveway. Right here.
Have you begun to speculate how much this is going to cost your department in overtime and manpower?
No, it's not about money. I'm worried about our guys as far as reaction to this, but we'll get through it. We've got good commissioners. They'll find me the money. It's not about that. We're not even thinking about that yet.
Sheriff Dave Elias from Channel 7 out of Wheeling, Steubenville. The one animal that's at large, is it a monkey, or are you going to say, and why or why not?
Yeah, as I said earlier, we have a monkey that is unaccounted for. The concern there was that it could be carrying herpes B. It has not been confirmed. That's just the species of monkey that normally carries that disease. Very, very deadly disease. Why we told our citizens, if you see a monkey, it's not normal. Don't approach it. Don't try to kill it. Get a description of where it's at, where it's going, and call us. We'll take care of it. The probability part of that is it was in the same area as another monkey that was killed by one of the cats. Odds are high. The probability is it was probably eaten by one of the cats.
Sheriff,
Yes, sir.
Mike Kelvin, Fox News. Two questions. One, have all the animals been buried out on that property? Is that job complete?
And let me answer that first. Yes, they have. They were buried yesterday.
Okay, so that's all done.
Yes.
Okay. The second question is, where did he get the money to operate this farm and feed all those animals?
I have no idea. I don't have any of his financial records. I don't know what he did in his personal life. There's a lot of speculation out there that I'm not going to speculate on, so I can't answer that question.
Do you know what he did for a living?
No.
Sheriff Luke, is there any other places like this in Muskingum County?
To my knowledge, there's not anything anywhere close to what this was. No.
Sheriff
Sheriff
Luke,
Ashley on WSYX. Can you talk a little bit about any destruction that the animals did while they were actually out on the loose and any effect here on the community?
Yeah, to my knowledge, we have had no reports of any human loss, human injury, anything like that, and no property damage.
No animals, other animals?
No other livestock or no other animals.
Are there any animals at all left on that property?
Yes, the only animals that are left there are horses.
Sheriff Luke.
Yes.
Josh Jarman, Columbus
Yes, Josh.
Do you know yet, or has it been determined if Ms. Thompson, if Marion is going to get the animals that are at the zoo back, keep them on this property?
No, that has probably not been decided. Jack Hanna has taken that part of this case over, been very, very compassionate with her. In her world, she's lost everything, so we feel for her. But Jack Hanna will be in communications with her. He's invited her to the Columbus Zoo to see the animals, and he told her in my presence that he was not taking her animals. We were putting them in a safe place to be evaluated, to be medically checked out, and it will be up to Marion to provide the necessary items to satisfy them to get the animals back.